It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no run back here. So they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Gain of 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. From the 2, here's first and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on first and goal.
One more time with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Steelers nothing. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Smith-Schuster.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. And now it's second down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Ben to throw again. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Deontay Johnson.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. The 20. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Steelers nothing.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On first down, McFarland. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and 6. Now it's Roethlisberger. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll run with McFarland. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland taking it in. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
This pass into the arms of Snead. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 12. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out? and giving the ball back to their offense.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
On first down, they'll start with McFarland. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
He was brought down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He'll buy some time right. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And take it right at the 35. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
47-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
1st and 10.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Johnson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down and 3. On the handoff, it's McFarland. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Marcus Peters on to cover it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. On the give, this is McFarland. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Anthony McFarland in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Deontay Johnson. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35.
2nd and 2. Now a run with McFarland. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Ravens' 31-yard line.
Still 9 remaining on second down. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Yes, complete.
Deontay Johnson, 31 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On the return, Johnson. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Pittsburgh.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Past the 20. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
At the 2-yard line.
Roethlisberger quickly to the flat. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
Chase Claypool there to make the grab. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Ravens 7. Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Dobbins. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
That's good.
Jackson to Snead that time. First down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. That's the end of
Back now in Baltimore.
With the score.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Got him in. It's Brown. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Jackson looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. 30, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Boswell on for the point after.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6, the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Another run here with Dobbins. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
32-yard line.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got some space here. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 8 yards there. First down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
40-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
At the 41-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Roethlisberger on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.